What's going on, guys? Let's paint some shirts. What do you think? Let's do it. It's been a little while since I went live. I missed you guys. Hope everyone is doing good, having a good time. I'm gonna start with this gold chain shirt. Booked and busy. B-O-O-K-E-D. It's actually an X. And busy. Let's see if this live stream is up so I can see it. It is. Alright. I can see everyone's comments if anybody would like to ask questions or anything like that. Wait a minute. Always forget I can go ahead and do the solid letters here. What do you guys think of those graffiti alphabets I did? These guys over here. I've been having a lot of fun with these. I'm gonna do a bunch more, I think. These are neat. There's a million different styles I can do with them. I think they're the most fun thing I've painted in a while. It's funny how just the alphabet itself is all you really need to create something interesting. And I think I'm going to make prints available of those if anybody cares to do that. I just think it'd be cool. About to do the outlines here. That'll make this better. I put out that, I guess the first alphabet I did it on some newsprint paper and made a video, and I I made available a little downloadable practice lettering sheet. Has anybody used that? Was that helpful? I know some people said they used it and they appreciated it. If you've used that or something similar in the past, I would love some feedback. I have some ideas on my own, but I'd love some feedback on what would make that more useful. I plan on, instead of just showing the letters themselves, kind of go a step by step on each letter, how each letter breaks down into its smaller shapes and whatnot, so you can kind of follow the thought process behind each one. But I don't want it to seem like this is the right way to paint this letter, because it's not. There's a million ways you can paint every letter and do graffiti. The whole point of graffiti is to have your own style, but maybe if I help explain my thought process and some of the rules behind the lettering, you would get more out of it than simply copying what I've done in the past. I've got so many ideas, guys. I have so many things that I want to do that I don't have time to do, because I have to paint these t-shirts. Oops. Paint right over that drip. Hi, Dale. Thanks for sharing the lettering. How you set up the canvas. My weekend was good. I went golfing Saturday. I spent most of Friday and Saturday at a meeting for church planting. I'm trying to figure out some of the best ways to go about that. That's not why you asked that, but that's what I did. And then I went golfing with my dad. It was a good time. And I drew a whole bunch of letters for fun. It was a good weekend. I'm going to try to do at least one more of those Graffiti Alphabets this week, and probably stream it this time instead of just a time lapse at the end. I didn't want to do a live stream of the first two because painting on canvases is not something that I've done a whole lot of, and I knew I would run into a lot of issues, which I did. Getting the right balance of paint thickness and air pressure and whatnot. Painting on canvas, instead of the absorbent material like a t-shirt, which is really easy to paint on, it's not absorbent. So the paint splatters away if your pressure is too high, and you can't get those thin lines like I do on these t-shirts. Every line that I painted, I had to paint over the line like 4 or 5 times, 3 or 4 strokes each time, just to get the coverage that I needed. And as soon as I work out some of those issues, which I have a little bit, I'll be able to confidently do that live in front of everybody without just frustrating viewers. But that's me rambling. YouTube gave me the ability to do channel memberships on YouTube, which is really cool. No one's signed up for that, which I don't expect anybody to do that yet, but if you have like an extra $2 a month, you can be like, hey, Dale, here's $2 a month, and it helps me create more of this and less t-shirts. So that's very small and quiet at the moment. I don't expect anybody to do that, but eventually I'll have enough content and stuff, I think, to justify people wanting to spend a little bit of spare change a month helping me grow this YouTube thing, grow this educational thing. That's the goal anyway. Alright, this is another graffiti design, ULANI. Let's have fun with these letters a little bit. Ba-dum. So if you want to support me a little bit, go to my channel and hit that join button. There's a couple different tiers, but I think it starts at $2 a month. If you got $2 to spend my way, and boost a lot of confidence and really help me out. And if you can't or don't want to, that is fine too. I don't plan on putting anything out there that is only for subscribers, or members or whatever. There might be some things like behind the scenes content, but I plan on having all of the educational content, everything that you'll learn from mostly, available to everybody, because I don't think that I think knowledge should be free. I think schooling should be free. I think if you want to learn something, you should be able to learn it without paying for it for the rest of your life. So if my philosophy that education should be free is consistent, then I will freely give all of my educational content away. That doesn't mean that I don't have to pay my bills. So there's that. I also hate asking for money, so that's why I paint these t-shirts. That's why I paint orders. That'll be fine. And butterflies. Okay, butterflies. Butterfly. Butterfly. Comments. I see comments. Quick and fast designs. Yep. Hey brother, nice to see your work. Thank you. Favorite design so far? Favorite design. My favorite type of the designs are designs like this. Not necessarily these hearts and butterflies, but graffiti letters. When I have freedom to spend a minute building some letters, that's my favorite part. The more elaborate those letters can be, which means the more time that I've honestly been paid to spend building those letters, those are more fun. If I could just spend an hour on one graffiti design, that'd be great. But practically I can't do that because I would never make enough money to pay the bills. But I got a couple more. They're kind of graffiti designs. Really, it's just bubble lettering, but I've been going a little more above and beyond on each graffiti design because I enjoy them lately. Business-wise, it makes a lot more sense to do the cursive lettering. That's just, it's way faster. But artistically, letters, letters and letters. Come on, paint. I got a booger. I don't have a booger. My airbrush has a booger. I don't know. I might have a booger too. There it is. Do you have your PSI is set at 60? Probably like 50. That was a guess. Somewhere around there, 50, 60. Way too high to paint on canvases. Alright. Sorry, this is taking a long time. Let's move on with some white. Do you make personal work for fun though? Yeah, these canvases, those lettering daggonnets, those were for fun. And I want to do a lot more of them. I'm so busy with these shirts that the time that I have that I can spend painting is usually spent just on fulfilling orders. And I'm doing what I can to try to change that, but in order to paint for fun and still make enough money, I need support from other sources. That's why I'm trying so hard to be an educator of airbrushing and an entertainer here, if that makes any sense, so that I can paint what I want to paint for fun, and still pay bills. Do you work on sleeveless shirt sleeves or jackets? That's a weird question. Shirt sleeves or jackets? I do both, of shirt sleeves and jackets. I don't like painting on the sleeves usually because it takes a bunch of extra to get the sleeve in the spot where I can paint it. It's not that much work, but I try to avoid it just because it's a little bit tedious. F-U-T-U-R-E, this is future. Let's do something cool here. No. I'll set my PSI on 40 for canvases. Yeah, that's what I should do. At least bring it down a little bit. There's a couple different methods you can use for painting on canvases or hard surfaces at all. It's either thin your paint a lot and paint at a super low pressure, or keep your paint thick really thick and paint at a high pressure. Just based on my preference, I would rather paint at that high pressure with a thick paint than paint on a low pressure. But again, I have not found the sweet spot there yet. Did you ever get spray guns in stock? No. No, I haven't. Feel like I say this every single time, and it's really frustrating that it keeps on being the case. I'm frustrated, man. I'm frustrated with the airbrush supplying world. I don't know if I'm going to be able to open or continue to have this airbrush supply shop. Continually let down by every single company. I know it's 2020 and COVID and all the other excuses and stuff, but it's been like that for far longer than just this year. It's not worth the hassle it takes for me to try to get these companies to supply their own product to me. I'm not asking for a custom product. I'm not trying to get some special deal. I'm just trying to buy their product from them. I can't do it. It's not worth my time. I still have that master airbrush sitting on the shelf over here that I haven't opened up, that I'm going to see if it's good enough to start out with or whatever. I really wish I had more information about how to get started airbrushing, what equipment to use, because I get the question all the time, what should I use, what airbrush, where can I get a kit, do you still sell kits, are they back in stock and everything? I don't know, okay? I don't know. It's frustrating. I don't know. If anybody has a airbrush manufacturing shop, I would love to work with you. But yeah, centering your lettering, as a different comment pointed out, that's really hard. That's something that comes with experience. It's like experience with your own lettering, because you start to realize how big your letters are going to be and whatnot. And you can modify your letters as you go across to fill up that space. Like as I get to about right here, I'm like, all right, I can stretch this R and E a lot and make it fit. And you want to start doing that as soon as you can. You don't want to get here and then stretch out the E, or get to here and then try to squeeze in a couple letters. You want to realize as you're going like how much room you have and adjust quickly so that you can transition smoothly and not look like you make it not look like you scrunched letters in. My U's are a lot smaller than these letters over here, but it doesn't look like I tried to fit them in because I did it smoothly, which is important. Let's go ahead and color this in. Yeah, I've tried, as far as airbrush supplies go, I built the whole website already. I have all the products sitting there on the site ready to ship. I did the hard part. I even offered that like I would let those supply companies use that website and I would just take a small percentage in commission. I've been working with them. I don't know, man. They don't want to make money, I guess. I don't know what the problem is. Again, it's not like I'm asking for a custom product or some special arrangement. I just want to sell, or I just want to buy their products that they have for sale. But even without an airbrush, you can still practice your lettering. And you don't need a kit from me to get started. You can buy an individual airbrush from many different companies. All you need is an airbrush and a compressor and some paint and airbrush bottles. You can get all those pieces yourself. I just can't seem to get enough of them in stock for me to sell kits. So just buy them individually from other places. Don't wait on me, guys. I appreciate the support. I appreciate many of you said that you're waiting for me to get them in stock so you can support me. I really do appreciate that. Instead, support me by being a member here on YouTube for $2 a month and just get started airbrushing however you can. That would be cool. That's me doing script only with centering. True, it is harder to correct your centering with script because you can't really change the size of the letters. I don't know how to explain it, you just gotta feel it. I think that's part of the reason why a lot of the times I'll spell the name out loud. And partially that's for you guys, but mostly it's for me. I do that when I'm by myself. Just saying it out loud puts it in a different part of your brain. Into like the prefrontal cortex, makes you think about each letter. Makes me make sure I spell it correctly. Kind of visualize the letters in my head and know how big the word itself is, and then I can very easily put them where I want them to be. I get some crazy name requests. Hello, Blaze. What colors do I want to use here? Pink and yellow. Lots of yellow. Mr. Leahy? Leahy? Let's go a little bubbly with these. Do you keep a sketchbook? I have been using my iPad a lot, just in Procreate sketching. I used to always get intimidated by a sketchbook. I don't know why. It's like I didn't want to waste the paper. So I would draw real small on the corner of a page. I've never finished a sketchbook, man. I don't know. I work a whole lot better when I have a job to do, like an order like this to paint. When I paint or I sketch for myself, I just get stuck and I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't have inspiration. That's why these alphabets were good too. I was like, I'm just going to write the alphabet. That's what I'm going to do. That's going to be my job. And I did it. But yeah, I do have a bunch of sketches in Procreate, I guess. I would say a good 95% of my artistic work in the last 10 years has been professional work, like orders, not my own personal sketching. For better or for worse. What brushes do you use in Procreate? Mostly just the standard ones. I actually made a couple that are really cool. I should share those because they're really fun. It's a hexagon. It's like a flare cap on a spray can, but it sprays a hexagon shape. And if you do that as, you know how I kind of block in the shapes of the letters, if you do that with that hexagon brush with a flare tip, then the angles that the hexagons make is really cool to take those outlines or those initial strokes and outline those hexagon shapes. I'll show you what I'm talking about. That probably doesn't make sense, but it's a really cool graffiti building tool, if that makes any sense. But mostly just regular brushes. Lots of hearts. I never draw anything but letters. Letters and sometimes a mountain. Thank you for answering. No problem. That's what I'm here for. I noticed there was a video I put out a couple weeks ago. It's one of those YouTube short videos, kind of like the TikTok format videos, less than a minute long vertical format, and it did exactly what it was supposed to do. It went viral, and it's got like 200,000 views on YouTube now, which is fantastic, and it's really brought in a lot of subscribers, and I'm super excited to make some content for all these new viewers. Everything's really blown up. It's very encouraging and motivating. But it's not that impressive of a video. It's odd that it's so popular. Need a couple more hearts, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna try to remember to make that Procreate brush available. I'll put it in my YouTube community posts, whatever section it is, and I'll put a link up there to the brush. Have you done Etsy? Yeah, I have an Etsy shop. I have my own website that I built, which works a lot better than Etsy because you can customize everything better through my site than Etsy does. And the demographic on Etsy is different. Etsy, you have people who, I don't know, they're shopping artists instead of Googling your work, and then, I don't know. It's a very different customer through Etsy. Neekie. This is a type of lettering that I need to work on. It's a little difficult. I've heard it called calligraffiti. It's like a calligraphy style, but then it's got a graffiti flair to it. Really, it's just bubbly script. If you're trying to start something, definitely open up an Etsy shop. It's easy to do, very low risk. It's nothing stopping you from doing it. It costs, what, 20 cents to make a listing, and then you're good. And if no one buys it, no one buys it, and you move on. But I promise you, no one will buy it if you don't have it for sale. What's that basketball analogy? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You also miss every putt that you leave short. I don't know why a golf analogy comes to mind. I think the overlap in interest between what I'm doing now and golfing is probably like 1%, but that's what it is. Hockey, okay. Wayne Gretzky. I know it's been said by a lot of people now. That's before my time. I need to reduce this pink a little bit. Doesn't Etsy take $3? I think Etsy's 20 cents per listing. There might be a startup fee or something, I'm not sure. But hey, if you're not willing to risk $3. Oh, we were talking about per sale. It's not a flat rate, there's a percentage. It's 20 cents to make a listing. So it's a flat rate of 20 cents. And then I don't know what the percentage is on top of that. but there's a percentage of every sale. It's probably like 2% or something. It's not ridiculous. But that's going to be anything. You go to Shopify or anywhere else, there's always a transaction fee. So don't worry about that. If you're going to sell online, or in person for that matter, that's part of the cost of doing business is transaction fees. Amazon really gets you on those. Amazon is the worst as far as transaction fees. Notice I'm lining up with the center every time I do this, finding the center spot, and then I'm coming out from there. A lot of people get off track with where these kind of design lines come from, and it starts to look goofy, so make sure you're on the center. I don't like this background style at all. I wouldn't do this if I had I need to just update the listing so I don't keep doing the same style. A lot of my designs are like several years old and I don't do things the same way, but I have to keep on doing them the way that they are in the picture, and I just need to update them. I'm gonna add some purple here. Pink, purple, baby blue, black. Oh, it's numbers. I don't like numbers. 1999. Okay. Pink, purple, blue, right? A lot of pink, light purple, and baby blue. I gotta do something to make this design stand out. It's kinda simple. I don't like it. I don't like it. How far have you shipped stuff? All over the place. Everywhere in the world. A lot of Australia and UK. A lot of Canada. Canada's really close. Everywhere. Saudi Arabia. I just got a 60 hat order from Italy. Most of the stuff's in US because of shipping cost, but the world at large doesn't really have airbrush. It's not part of their culture. It's big in Greece for some reason. It's in Indonesia, and it's here in the US. And it's in a little bit in Australia. But else, they don't know anything about airbrush t-shirts, at least. I think it's lame. K-A-R-A in pink. Everything is pink. Uh-oh. I'm losing signal over here. K-A-R-A. Ouch. What am I filming with? I have a GoPro on a chest mount, a little headphone. It's good stuff. Does the trick. Excuse my bed head. I did that once when I was still wearing my PJs. Everybody made fun of me, and I was sad. It's the benefit of working from home. Boop, boop. Alright guys, I'm going to finish this one up, do some highlights and stuff, and then I'm going to hop off of here. I really appreciate you guys. Again, just by watching, just by being here, you support me already, and I'm very grateful for that. But I want to make more educational content. I want to be more intentional about educational content here on YouTube instead of just watching me paint. I want to teach you how to paint. In order to do that and have more time to do that, I need a little bit of monetary support, guys. And again, just watching these videos, I get ad revenue, and that helps. That's awesome. But if you've got a couple extra bucks a month, like $2 a month, like whatever you want to do, go to that YouTube channel and hit join and grab one of those memberships, and I would be incredibly grateful for that. You get behind the scenes content and whatnot and whatever else, but really you just get my thanks and appreciation more than anything. And whether you do that or not, I'm very grateful for all of you, and I love you guys, and I hope you have a great day and time, and go paint something. If you have any questions, you need to get started airbrushing or whatever, I'm always here answering questions, ready to help. And how did you get so good? I painted for a long time. I've been doing this for 12 years. I appreciate you thinking that I'm good. I try my best, but you know, really just practice, man. I'm gonna do some more of these letters, more of these alphabet sheets soon. Hopefully have these are for sale, the physical ones, and also just prints of these will be available if you want to hang one up on your wall or whatever. Thank you guys for everything that you do. I really appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go now, get these things ready for the post office, and I will see you guys soon. Love you, bye.